Long established as a smartphone titan in China, Huawei has been gathering momentum for a major U.S. phone launch for years. Its collaboration with Google on the Nexus 6P and the Huawei Watch gave it a running start. And now it's ready to come clobbering through the door with the Mate 8. The massive phablet sports an elegant all-metal body and a 6-inch screen, though you'd never know it from looking at it next to an iPhone 6s Plus. With high-end specs and a bevy of smart extra features, the Mate 8 is good enough to take on Samsung's Note 5, the LG V10, and just about any other flagship phone from 2015. Its Achilles heel is one that's plagued Chinese smartphone makers for years. An Asian-flavored user interface renders Android unrecognizable and is sure to delay updates. The Mate 8 looks more or less like every other Huawei smartphone that's come out in the past year. It has a sleek, all-metal body with no frills or embellishments. There's no obvious antenna banding on the back of the device, unlike the iPhone with its white lines, and both the round camera sensor and fingerprint scanner are centered perfectly on the top portion of the phone's backside. Like the fingerprint sensor on the Nexus 6P, the Mate 8 is slightly recessed on the back and perfectly round. Unlike earlier Huawei phones that had a square sensor, it's flat and it's not a button, so you never have to press it to unlock the phone. The sensor is remarkably speedy, and just as good as the one on the Nexus 6P or iPhone 6s. You can also use it with Android Pay, assuming the phone arrives in a country that supports the mobile payment system. The camera protrudes slightly above the fingerprint sensor, and a ring of chamfered metal surrounds both sensors. To complete the look, the edges of the phone are chamfered as well. There's a micro USB port on the bottom along with 2 speakers. Both the micro SD card slot and the SIM tray are located on the left side of the phone. The power button sits on the right-hand side below the volume rocker, which is unfortunate, although the power button is textured so you can locate it easier. I often found myself pressing it accidentally when I held the phone in my right hand. Occasionally, I'd